In this video, we'll see how to use PLSQL to create a table to run insert query, select query, all other things. So usually DML and DDL commands, how we can use PLSQL statements to run those things. So initially I'm declaring a variable which is yes, which is going to hold all the SQL statement that we are going to check right now. So I'm giving a length of 20,000 to store a maximum limit. In the previous video we have told that we also have checked the maximum limit is 32,767. So here I'm going to create a table. The name of the table is student4, and I have written initializing the value for the variable yes as create table student4 id. The varchar limit is 20, and I'm setting that id as a primary key, and one more field name varchar2 of length 50. So here another important statement that we are going to learn is an execute immediate. So execute immediate mean it is going to run the dynamic query, the PLSQL statement. So that is a thing. It is going to run the query, that is dynamic query. I'm going to write to print a statement like table has been created. I'm writing this dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. The table has been created. Now we can check how whether it is working or not. So we can click the run. Okay, the table has been created. So that is the thing. So we'll check whether the table has been created. What are the length? In that way we can go with the description of the table name student4, and you can check. Okay, you can see there the table has been created, and there is a primary key which has been set for the ID. So next thing is we can introduce another column here, mark column. I'm going to use alter command in the same coding. Now I'm changing the code to alter table student4. You know the alter command, you have to place the alter command in this variable yes, and the same thing is as follows. And one more thing, we can change the output to whatever added column, just for a representation. So we can run this. You can see previously we have 2 columns. Now we have added one more column. We can check by description. Yeah. So on running this, we can see that we have introduced another column mark. So we can go back. We can check insertion, how we can insert data here into the table using this PLSQL statement. So simply you can type insert into student4 and name the table student4. We are going with the values. So first one is varchar, so I'm giving that single apostrophe, the data within the single apostrophe. Second is also varchar, so I'm giving the data within the single apostrophe, and the last one is number, so just the number. Here one thing is to consider that we have single quotes. That will be the problem for while we are running the statement in execute immediate, because it will say it don't know the exact termination of data. So we need to be we need to tell. So you can on running you can see that there is a quote string not properly terminated. So that is why there is one thing like Q that can be introduced here. Q means nothing but it is quote. It is going to be very useful while we are having multiple quotes within our statement. So that is why we are introducing that Q. It is while running this. Okay. No, the compiler is struck. There should be no error actually. On running this again, you can get that thing. Okay, so I have run the statement, and the data has been inserted, and again when I'm clicking the insert, so there is a unique constraint. because I'm repeating the insert twice. So that error which has been generated previously is not an error actually. It is due to some compiler issues. Now I've selected the data, there is one data that has been introduced into the table, like 1 sample and 45, which has been added into the table using this insert query. Okay, so now what we can do is we can run the select query and check whether it fetches the data. So select, I'm going to fetch a single data now, as of now, for this time. Later we can discuss about fetching the entire details from the table. So select name from the table, and I'm going to add a new variable, like say f and varchar. Why? Because we are going to store the value name that is being fetched into that f. So we have to put that f into execute immediately yes into f. So we can change the output strings also, like to name, and the concatenation operator is double pipe simple and then f. Now we can check. Okay, again this is a compiler issue, not an error. I'm not going to do anything, clicking again and again. It is saying that just I pressed that enter button once, clicking on that and pressed on enter once, and then I ran, it executed. That's it. It is not an error actually, it is happening like that. Okay, then we can check with the truncate, I'm deleting the content inside the table. We know that we have a table and we add data on the table. Now I'm using the truncate statement. The truncate statement is used to clear the data in the table. So I'm just running this truncate statement. I can say that table is truncated, table truncated. So we can run and check. It is running. So there is no table data in the table. We can check also. So I'm running the select statement. In the previous scenario we had one data in that, so there is no data found, so no data is there. And last thing I can say, we can drop the table and check. I'm dropping the table, so it is going to remove the table from our database, the student 4 table is no more. Okay, table deleted. I'm going to run this. Yes, the table is deleted. We can check whether it has been there or not. Simply I'm going to run a select query, select star from student 4. Okay, on running this, there is no table or view existing. Okay, so again we can create this table. I'm pressing Ctrl Z, so that what are the statement that has been executed previously, it will come around. Just navigating things. I will what I'm do, I will create the same table again and check whether so it will be a clear idea for you. So the table is created. This is a statement that we run to create a table. So again I'm running the same thing. So if the table is not there, it will be created again. Okay, there is something like missing select. Actually I didn't have any select only. Again I told you this is some compiler issues. Yeah, the table is created. Okay, now I can check whether the table is created or not. Select star from student 4 and we can check. Yeah, there is no data found. Means that previously we told the